So units and dimensions are basically the way it is basically a chapter which describes, it describes how to measure a particular object. Okay, how to measure a particular object. What type of object are we talking? Let's think about some certain objects. Basically, if we consider a tree, okay, if we consider let's say a laptop or a cylindrical object, okay. Basically, what happens is uh, there are different regions in this world which try to measure these objects in different types of terms, so let's talk about the weight. If I had to tell weight in India, if I had to measure weight in India, we measure it in kg. But what about objects which are weighed in the Western countries? They are measured in what, students? In pounds, isn't it? They are measured in pounds. What else can we measure our system in? What can we measure it in? What else can we measure it in? We can measure it in mass, kilogram, yes or no? We can measure it in gram. So what happens, students, is basically there is a confusion when it comes to an international arena. Okay, when it comes to an international arena. If an Indian wants to know what is the weight of an object by going on Amazon.com, when he's trying to order something, he sees it in pounds. Okay, and he's already confused as to why it is in pounds. He has to convert it all the way to kg, or sometimes he wants to convert it into gram. So it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. And so what happens is basically this international standard. There is this international organization on science, on our science, on the subject science itself, who have come up with this chapter called units and dimensions, who have come up with this basic chapter called units and dimensions. So units and dimensions basically is something that tells you, okay, with something that tells you that all these objects, whether it may be your laptop, your phone, your mobile, there is a standard way of measuring things. There is a standard way of measuring things which is recognized internationally. Internationally. You see, what happened basically, let me tell you a story, students, is that when there was a rocket which was launched by the American Association, when there was a rocket launched, they had they had made a simple mistake. They had made a mistake of measuring the escape velocity, okay, which was basically in measured in foot. Okay, it was measured in foot, but the calculation was done in meters. The calculation was done in meters, and there was when they launched this rocket, students, there was a loss of $5 billion, of $5 billion. So you can imagine how precise you need to be to basically measure anything when it comes to such such projects. Each and every project which is done in what we hear in NASA or in International Space Station. Okay, all these big things, all these big projects, like the ships, Indian Navy projects, they have to be so precise, students, and they have to be so accurate in their measurements that they cannot be even 1 mm. There cannot be even a 1 mm error. If there is an error, students, there could be a loss. There could be a loss. So these are some of the reasons why units and dimensions were basically developed. Okay, these were some of the basic things as to why units and dimensions were developed, right? So let's talk about the first concept of this chapter. First concept, students, is basically about fundamental quantities. Okay, fundamental quantities. What are fundamental quantities? What are basically fundamental quantities? Fundamental quantities are basically the last unit of measurement. Okay, they are a certain type of measurement which are defined, which are already defined. For example, let me talk about time. Okay, time is measured in seconds. Time is measured in seconds. Seconds is what? A unit of measurement. Seconds is a unit of measurement, right? Then what is the next one? Can anyone tell me any other fundamental property other than time?
Mass.
Can anyone? Someone told
Kilogram.
mass. Someone told kilogram. Okay, so let's say there is weight. Weight is measured in, okay, this is measured in kg. What else is there, students? What else is there?
Length.
Apart from
Length.
weight.
Distance.
So someone
Meter.
said length. Someone said length. Okay, so length is measured in what, students? Length is measured in meter. Length is measured in meter. What else is there, students? Tell me. Come on.
Electric
Everyone.
current.
Someone said
Temperature.
Temperature.
current. Okay. Temperature. Okay. What else?
Luminous intensity.
Luminous
Intensity.
intensity.
Luminous intensity.
Luminous intensity. Great, students. Great. So,
Volume.
what are the units? What is the unit of current? Students? What is current?
Ampere.
What is current? Current is measured. Yes, current is measured
Candela.
in ampere. Yeah. What is temperature measured?
Kelvin.
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 What is Kelvin? Right. What is luminous intensity measured in?
Candela.
Candela.
Candela. But what do you mean by candela? What do you mean by luminous intensity? Can you tell me? Can anyone tell me? What is luminous intensity meaning? Okay. So if there is a bulb, students, if there is a bulb, okay, the amount of
The glow.
yes. Tell me.
The brightness.
Yes, brightness. Someone says brightness. Okay, there is another word for it. It's not just brightness, it's the intensity of the brightness. It is the intensity of the brightness. So, candela basically tells you the intensity level of the brightness delivered by the bulb. Okay, that is luminous intensity, and it is a fundamental quantity. Students, these things are there. There are basically 7. Ultimately, we come to a fact that there are only 7 fundamental quantities. Okay, there are only 7 fundamental quantities in this entire world, students. Okay, what are those fundamental quantities? I will brief you again. One is temperature. Temperature is measured in Kelvin. Okay, second is ampere. You can say current is measured in ampere. Okay, it is denoted by A. Third is time is measured in seconds. Fourth is, okay, chemistry. In chemistry, we know what is mole. Okay, it is measured
Amount
as yes, amount of. Can anyone tell me?
Amount of substance.
Substance.
Yeah, amount of what is the number, students? Avogadro's number.
In
That also
0.6.022 into 10 to the 23.
Right, correct. Okay, so we have spoken about temperature, current, time, mole. Okay, there's another. There's luminous intensity, right? And that is in candela. Okay, candela. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what else is remaining?
Length.
There is
Mass and
weight.
length.
Mass.
There is kg, and length is measured in meters. Right. So these are the only 7 fundamental quantities in everything in this entire world. There are only 7 fundamental quantities. So let's define one on one. Let's try to define basically what is a physical quantity. What do you mean by, okay,
Sir.
these fundamental? Yes.
Sir, we can't write it weight, na?
Yes, you
Sir,
can't write
in
it.
that-
You can write it as mass.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Yes,
Correct. Okay. Okay. So this is just a basic explanation. See, listen, students. Let's come to types of quantities. Okay. What are the types of quantities? Types of quantities. So how are quantities? How is any quantity basically defined? Types of quantities. So one is
Fundamental.
physical quantity. Physical quantity. Yes, please be responsive. Second one will be non-physical quantity. Now, what do
Non-physical.
you mean by, yeah, obviously non-physical quantity, very easy for us to say, but what is physical quantity? Okay, a quantity that can be measured, whereas a non-physical quantity, students, cannot be measured. It cannot be measured. So how can we distinguish this? Can you give me some examples? Cannot be measured. So give me some examples of physical quantity. We just saw, right? Physical quantity can be basically length, it can be mass, right? It can be mass, it can be temperature, it can be, what else can be measured, students? Area can be measured, volume can be measured, yes or no? All these things can be measured. So you can write down examples. I know you cannot see the board entirely, so I'll be writing it in a certain frame only. Okay, so length, this physical quantity basically is telling you that it only a quantity which can be measured is basically a physical quantity. Okay, so we have length, we have mass. Okay, what else can be measured, students? Velocity can be measured. Velocity can be measured. Yes or no? How much speed a bike is going? How much speed a rocket is going? What is the area of a circle? What is the area of an object? What is the volume of an object? These are all basically physical quantities. But what is a non-physical quantity, student? Something like a building. If I say building, okay, or if I say road, if I say bus, okay, I am not mentioning a specific term. I am not telling you what is the length of the road. I am just telling you road. So you don't know what you mean, right? Whenever we speak something, we have to be very specific in what we speak. And so when I just simply say road, it does not mean anything. It is basically a non-physical quantity. It cannot be measured. What aspect of the road are you talking about? If you say length of the road, it comes to physical quantity. If you say breadth of the road, okay, it comes to physical quantity. If you say just road, it does not make any sense. So it is a non-physical quantity. What else can you give me an example? Give me all the examples you know. There's a building. I can say a building. It's a non-physical quantity. A bus, a room. Okay. If I say Maharashtra, Mumbai, Karnataka, basically what do you want to measure is not specified. Okay. It is just a simple. It's just a simple objective name which has been given, and that comes under non-physical quantity. I know all these things are quite easy for you, but we will ramp up the level of complexity as the lectures go on and on. Okay, as the lectures go on and on, the level of complexity will continuously increase, students. Okay, can someone tell me how much time is left for our lecture? How much time is left for our lecture?
3 minutes.
Okay,
13
3 minutes, sir. 3 minutes, I
3
think.
minutes.
11:14, right? So students, listen to me. Fundamental quantity. Okay, fundamental quantity. How is it defined? How is it defined? A physical quantity that does not depend on any other physical quantity for its measurement. Okay, it is a physical quantity. What is ampere? What is current? What is mass? What is the length? What is Kelvin, temperature? Right? These are physical quantities. Okay, physical quantities that cannot be that that does not depend on any other physical quantity. Okay, for example, let me give an example, students. See, acceleration. When I talk about acceleration, it depends upon what, students? It depends upon velocity and it depends upon time, right? But does time depend on anything, students? Does time depend on anything? Yes or no? Does it depend on anything?
No.
No, it does
No,
not
sir.
depend.
No,
It does
sir.
not depend. Acceleration depends on velocity and time. So there is a difference. What do you mean by fundamental quantity is there is no quantity in a fundamental quantity, okay, in a fundamental section or a character which is dependent on any other quantity. Acceleration here depends upon velocity. Acceleration depends upon time. But time does not depend on anything. It is a fundamental quantity. So all the 7 fundamental quantities which I've just spoken about, that is simply Kelvin, second, meter, ampere, mole, kg, candela. All these things are fundamental quantities and they do not depend on any other quantity. They do not depend upon any other quantity. So students, there is